Hey guys, welcome back to day 6 of Wondla Week on my channel. This week I'm going to be doing a series of short form videos about the Apple TV Plus series Wondla. Every day I'm going to post an episode review, and at the end of the week I'm going to post a full series review with an analysis on the source material, the design of the characters, flora and fauna, and the themes of the show. Today we're going to be talking about season 1, episode 6, Bridge. Thanks for watching, I hope you guys enjoy. So let's start with a synopsis. With a possible human civilization finally in sight, Eva and her friends face their most dangerous mission yet. We open in the desert, Eva in the goldfish, and Mother and Otto in the far distance. They meet and then they converge on a bridge, an ancient, dilapidated bridge. I love in media when we see an ancient human bridge that's destroyed, falling apart, in disrepair, etc., etc. And we meet Rovender, who was there already. The first thing I'll say is that a lake of sulfuric acid is a little far-fetched, but it's still high stakes and it's enjoyable to watch. But I'm sure that like a child watching that would not think it's ridiculous and just be scared or feel very tense about it. So it works. We see Otto fall off the bridge and Mother catch him and hold him up, once again displaying her insane strength in this show. And another thing about Mother is that later when she says, oh, well, the chances of us surviving are whatever, and then Rovender says, oh my god, we don't need to hear more zeros, and she goes, it wasn't 0, it was close to 0. I like that Mother is a comic character in this episode and really sarcastic. So when they are at an impasse, they can't pass the bridge, they can't go forward, they can't go back, we see Eva get pretty despondent and down on herself, and she says, I don't want to be alone. And then Rovender says, I couldn't find the path back, but thanks to you, I found it again. Once again, really hammering home that found, chosen family narrative that we've seen throughout all of the episodes so far, but in a subtle, really lovely way that isn't overbearing. It's not too much. It's very nice to watch. One different thing about the book from this is Otto can smack his tail on the ground and jump really high. I understand why they did that, because the episode would just be over if they did that. But it was like, the whole time I'm watching it, I'm like, okay, well, in the book, you could have just blah, 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 blah. There's also like a running joke that Otto doesn't trust the goldfish. He's like, that's a machine. You don't trust me. You've been with me for how many weeks and days? But if you think about it, Eva only has known technology for 16 years of her life. She only trusts technology. And there's an underlying theme here that Eva can always trust nature, in this form Otto, and human machinery is not necessarily trustworthy in terms of the goldfish, in terms of the bridge even. And one theme of the original book is to trust technology, and Eva finds out, and we find out through her in the book, that you cannot always trust technology. So I'm glad that they brought that into the show as well. I love that at the end she holds up the Wondla and you can see that the Emerald City skyline kind of looks like the New York City skyline. I think that's really cute, really sweet parallel. Overall, this episode felt like filler. I wish that what they had done was the hallucinogenic plant that they had in the Search for Wondla book, where at an oasis in the desert, there is a huge plant in the water that has hallucinogenic spores, and Eva and Rovender almost drown and die. And I think it was a really tense scene in the book that really would have translated well to this show. I don't know if it would have been kid-friendly as much, but I really wish they had done that instead of this whole trying to cross the bridge thing. So with them heading into New York City, we don't know it's New York City yet, but they're heading into New York City. That concludes episode 6, Bridge. I will see you guys next week when we talk about episode 7, Ruins. So thanks so much for watching, and peace, y'all.